All right, welcome to Sin's Arcade. This is the Lord of Sin, and I wanted to actually showcase the game that I've been wanting to show off for quite a while now, and I've talked about it off and on in a couple of my other videos. This is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This came out on, what, 7th generation consoles, Xbox One and PlayStation 3, or PlayStation 2, pardon me. This is back in what, I want to say 2005, something like that. It's roughly a 10-year-old game. So I am currently playing this on my Android, my LG Flex 2, and I'm using Game Screen Recorder actually to record it. But you know what? Here's what happened. I've played maybe about 30 minutes of the game, but that was months ago. So playing a new game is not an issue for me. I'm going to do that right now, and we're going to start it up. Choose your class. This is a male scoundrel. This is a male scout, male soldier, female scout, or female scoundrel. Let's see, what is that? Stealth and guile. An explorer most at home on the fringes of space. A battle-ready fighter with no equal in combat. What would be like a female Han Solo? I don't know. Sounds funny. All right, more like a scoundrel, I would think, right? Let's do that. Let's do a female scoundrel. It's not a bad idea. Choose your class. All right. Now I can either do a quick character or I can do a custom character. This was based off of a tabletop role-playing game system, if I remember correctly, initially, and then it was obviously adapted. BioWare and many other game companies, game development companies have done that. They've made basically their own emulations of specific types of tabletop rule sets or variations of those rule sets, and helping them create their algorithms for their games. So it's not too far a stretch, and a lot of the time that's where the inspiration for games has come from. Some of the best known games on the planet have come from inspirations from tabletop role playing. So nothing wrong with that at all. I went to a quick character and we just generated, I don't think we generated anything. Let's do her portrait. She is very no nonsense. You know what? I'm going to turn the brightness up a bit on here. Whoa, I don't want it. Yeah. I don't want to go too bright per se. Sorry if maybe that washes some things out. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't even know if it's actually going to translate well on the recording. I always play at the lowest, which for me is perfectly fine. Let's see here. Let's look around at the different looks. And, oh, I guess I can't maneuver it around. I thought I could maybe do it in 3D movement. Okay, now, all right, there's that one. And she's very cool looking. Very shifty-eyed. Whoa. She kind of looks like a scoundrel, though. Let's see here. I like her pony, her top knot, kind of odd. She looks the least scoundrelly so far, I think. And why does it seem like it was repeating? Now it's repeating us, but so you know what? I actually kind of like her eyes. If anybody's ever played any of the Mass Effect games, then you'll know that it's usually the most beautiful women who are the most cunning and guilistic. And I'm not saying that Mass Effect is the only example of that. I'm just trying to point a reference. Never mind. Just ignore me. All right. So let's move on to attributes and click on attributes. The attributes of your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combat to skill checks to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspects of gameplay it can affect. So strength measures physical power. It'll obviously deal more damage for any important characters for melee or close combat, weapons. Dexterity measures agility and reflexes. A high dexterity modifiers to ranged attack rolls and increases characters' defense rating, making them harder to hit. Constitution, on the other hand, does represent health and resiliency. A high constitution adds modifiers to the vitality points gained at each level up. This is important for everyone, but essential for soldiers and Jedi Guardians. So looking at intelligence, we get it representing knowledge and reasoning, as it should. A high intelligence adds modifiers to each of the points a character has to spend on essential skills. Wisdom represents the willpower and perception of the character. A high wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi Force points and Force power saving throws. The Force powers of Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist. And Charisma. Charisma represents personality, and the ability to lead. A high charisma adds modifiers to the Force-related feats and powers that are very important to all Jedi classes. It is also central to any persuasive talker, or anybody who speaks, persuasively. All right. So I have, apparently, it's a 1 point cost with a modifier there, and I can just obviously represent each of these going up based on the type of character that I want to build. So let's go ahead and make her very fast. I prefer to have that. If I remember correctly, the actual system that they're using for this was probably the West End Games D6 versions of Star Wars. Now, don't quote me on that. I may be wrong. Let's bump everything else. I have 24 points. Go 10, and let's actually go to 10 in everything thus far. That way, at least I'm modified. I have no negative modifiers in anything, per se. At least that evens me out. Let's see here. But I'm not so much worried that I want to do anything with Force Jedi powers. Do you have to be a Jedi in this game? I know that sounds kind of funky. Why would you play a Star Wars game and not want to be one of the Jedi? Or a Sith, or whatever. So, based on that, I would... okay, let's see here. So I made it a little bit faster. I'm going to add more intelligence and a little bit more speed. I have 10 more points. So now any of these have 2 point costs, or those are only just 1. Okay, so if I go here to strength and go to 12 so that I can do a little bit more damage up close if I need to. Constitution definitely needs to go up. And I probably shouldn't do just even numbers in each of these, but it's fine. Go to a +1 modifier there on any saving throws, and then really decide how I want to go here. 12, 14, 12, 14, 12. I want a high charisma. I mean, is that going to be worthwhile? Force-related modifiers and feats. Persuasiveness. Talking is pretty, I would assume, essential part of this game, although I wouldn't be there. Oh, it said recommended. I didn't even look at that. So I did like a 12-14 dead 12-14 spread, but let me just see if I cancel back and then I go back to attributes, what it says as far as, so 10, 16, 10, 14, 12, 14. Oh, you know what? I will +3 modifier, no, +2 modifier, +1, and +2. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and take that. It's a good one. Skills. Each of your character skills has a number associated with it. This is a skill rank and determines how good the character is with that skill. When using a skill to perform an action, the rank is compared against a difficulty check or DC number. For example, to open a lock with a DC of 15, take your skill rank in Security plus Wisdom with a modifier plus D20 roll. If the total is 15 or greater, which is the DC or difficulty check number, then that lock is open. So it has to be, I have to roll actually above my whatever the difficulty is. All right. So demolitions, stealth, awareness, persuade, repair, security. I didn't know if it scrolled down or not. Treat injury. Let's see what it recommends here. So what it's recommending is that I take a 4 in demolitions, a 4 in stealth, a 4 in awareness, 4 in repair, 4 in security, and 4 in treat injury. The only thing I'm not taking is persuade, which is, for a scoundrel, I think, kind of backwards. Maybe I'm wrong there? If anybody in the comments kind of wants to sound off on that, I don't... Ooh. I don't know that that's... You would think persuade would be a little bit better, but I understand that you have a limited pool value to work with here. I think persuade is going to be one of the first things that I'm going to have to then just work with and try to open up. Hopefully I can do that. and not it doesn't get locked out by being a 0. All right, there's that. So then we have feats. Some feats allow you to use special items like heavy armor or implants. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks during the game. And some feats, which are power attacks, in big bold letters no less, are used during combat. Check the description for details on a specific feat. And I've been granted the following feats this level: armor proficiency with light armor, critical strike, a sniper shot, weapon proficiency with blaster pistol, blaster rifles, and melee weapons, a sneak attack, and scoundrel's luck. Scoundrel's luck, and that does sound pretty cool. That sounds very, very cool. So remaining feats, you know what? We're gonna say the following feats have been recommended. Whatever dueling, whatever that is. Wow, that is actually a pretty big area. Why is that not letting me scroll down? Oh, I have to do it that way. Okay, now I see. My bad. Okay, so these are all pretty crazy here. Let's see. Can I actually just click on that? Will it do it if I click on that? Remaining feats 0. Okay, I guess so. There's that, and we're going to Denizen. I don't like the last name of Denizen. And now I can't see. Oh, yay. Okay, let's go back out of that. That's what we're going to... Random name. Valen Khazra. Yeah, we'll just do that. So this is Valen Khazra, and I know that using the whole thing here, it looks like I have a health of 6 and a armor value of 15. So we're going to play as Valen Khazra and see how this goes. Be honest with you, if I've been interested to play this game anyway. So if it actually goes the way that I... Can't lie, that actually looked pretty impressive on this little screen. What? What's going on around here? Whoa.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Okay. The Ender
Did you
Spire.
fall out of your bunk and hit your head?
Kind of.
The Endar Spire is the ship we're stationed on. This ship. You probably don't even know who I am, do you? I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic Fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite ships. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Okay.
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, She's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation, how you used to smuggle spice and blasters along the Corellian run. I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you, they might as well hire you. I'll admit, the Republic is in desperate need of someone with your kind of skills. Desperate enough to overlook your shady past. But now that you signed up for this mission, you're part of the Republic fleet. And Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
And let's go help Bastila.
Hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Yeah. You can swipe the edges of the screen to rotate the camera. To move towards the footlocker, swipe left or right to face the camera, then swipe up to cause the character to run forward. So just basically, going through and tapping on the object. Most of it's all through here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Look around, find your toolbox, and we'll go from there. So where are we going? Over here? Nope, not over there. I'm parading it around. Whoa! Alright, let's go. Wow, just... There it is. There it is. Alright, grab everything. Experience points received. Well, I get experience just for opening. Okay. I mean, that's different.
Come on, we have to hurry.
Let's throw that over there.
Alright. The ship to try and capture Bastila. Put your equipment on so we can get out of here.
Well, what do you think I was trying to do? I'm just going to hit OK, and I'm going to get help at any time. Tap gear, which just tells you to do it anyway. So that's interesting. Okay. Go over here to that and put on the clothing. There's that. Anything that I can put? No. Okay. Anything for the head? No. And no implants. This is for... I thought I had a gun. Equip the short sword or the blaster pistol. I'm going to go with the blaster pistol. And what is this? Stealth field generator. Device enables stealth mode, a camouflage field that hides the user. Opponents must make an awareness check versus the stealth skill of the user and remain unaware of them. The user must have paid points into stealth skill to make use of the stealth mode. Combat disrupts the field, but mundane tasks do not. Easy for me to say, right? Almost tried to go all Yoda there. Let's throw that on there anyway. No need to put that in, and we're good. This is the party inventory. And it says apparently I have a security spike, a computer spike, and 2 meta packs apparently with me as well. This is the character screen with script. Okay. Well, this was originally designed for PC, so I'm going to have to look into this a little bit more. That's if anybody's interested in watching me continue to play this and help, figure it out. Because, like I said, I've never played it before. Let's go ahead and save the game while we're first at it here. Like I said, I played about 50 minutes the very first time. And that was a test of trying to do that, and it never worked out. So go to new slot, go to this one, and delete this slot. Yeah, I said yes, and then we're going to delete this one as well, and say yeah, and then we're going to do new slot, and we're going to save. I guess we're going to hit that button instead. We're not going to give it a name, it's just going to auto-save. That's what we're doing, and
okay, let's move out.
Let's move out.
Stick together.
Yep.
You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Oh, I'm sure I probably would. Trask has joined your party. In most areas, you can use the party selection screen to quickly switch party members in and out as you need them. This is done instantly without having to return to your base. Characters switched out of your party will wait for you back at your base. Because they're very loyal, apparently, like that. Remember, any equipped items that remain on the character will remain on the character, so these items will not show up in the inventory when a character is removed from the party. You will have to add the character to your party again if you want access to their equipped items. Okay, well there's that. Hey, how you doing, level 3 Trask? And I don't know what so we just hit okay.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override code. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Okay. No, I didn't hit the wrong button. Okay. So go over here, and then we're going to swap over to him, and, oh, that's right, I'm supposed to go over with him. And he opens it up.
Now that the door is open, you better
take the lead back again. Okay. There's me. Experience points gained. Close, because I hit the wrong button. Let's go this way. You can auto set movement to auto run in the gameplay options, which I seemingly... Oh, I guess I didn't do.
This is Corporal Nasty. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Okay. The active quest screen includes important information related to your ongoing adventures. Refer to this journal for hints and guidance throughout the game. Journal entry added. So I guess I go here, and that's the messages of dialogue, and it's the one right next to it, active quest screen. Quest items, which I don't have any. Sort by name or sort by priority. And then completed quests, which I have none, obviously. I have the active quest of trying to find the Endar Spire, pardon me. And that's the map. We have more options, which, just curiosity, it says I have them on? I don't understand. Yeah, these are on. So shadows, grass, high quality graphics, and frame buffer are on. With the brightness all the way at the maximum. Maybe that's why it looks kind of washed out to me. Okay, I'm just curious. I'm sorry about that. Alright, let's go ahead and walk this way. I said walk this way, Trask. Where are we going? Okay, we're going to walk this way then. And we're just going to keep walking. Well, I don't know what you're trying to do over there. Oh, it's locked.
That door's locked, and I don't have the code.
Okay. You have to use your security skill on it. So, and we'll come here and do the unlock skill. Well, he just didn't try to even grab cover.
For the Republic!
For the Republic! The game pauses when you sight an enemy, and the selection reticle will show up in red. You can tap to select other targets, but the auto pause option can be disabled in the options screen. So let's go ahead and shoot that person. Tapping activates a selected combat feat. A character's available combat feats appear in the target icon of the target menu. So, okay. Clearing actions can only be used in combat. Tapping on the action queue will clear an action, pardon me. If you have multiple actions queued up, tapping will clear the one that was added to the queue most recently. Okay, so there's that one. Just that one, and we'll do that. Oopsie. Go back one. No, go back one. And go to him and shoot him. And then, how do I, hit play, maybe. Pressing the pause button will pause it while pressing the, I did that though. Whoa, why did that person, end of combat round, press the play button to continue. End of combat round.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
I don't think I got hurt. You did. You did, but I didn't. Alright, what's over here? Can I look at these people? Oh, yeah, that's cool. I can loot bodies. Whoop. Anything on him? Nope. Nope. Okay. What about over here? Anything on him? And shoot, 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 fire. Here, take that grenade, buddy. Boom! Oh, wow. He didn't die? No, him. And no, yes, shot. And you, and a shot. And go. Why are you shooting? Wow, you just get right up on his grill there? Shoot! What is going on? That was the weirdest thing. You know what? I'm already up in his grill, so I might as well. Okay, remember only tap the target enemy once to engage. Oh, I didn't even have to... With my laser sword. I didn't even take any damage in that either? That's hilarious. Okay, anything on him? Okay, stop doing that. What about over there? Anything on him? What about him? I would like to. I don't like the camera angles sometimes, though. I will say that. This is, okay, there's something over here. Whoa. Turn around. Is there something?
We have to get to the bridge.
I know, Trask. I know, but you're kind of, like, you're kind of in my way here, but, alright, what about him? Remains on him. And grab those items. And then there were remains apparently over there. Turn around, please. Wow, I don't know if it's just I'm not doing very well with the controls here, or I don't know what is going on. Come on, okay, come on, yes, and I get stuck. Come on. Are you kidding me? Okay, I don't want to use stealth. You need to get over here. I should have just done that to begin with. Derp. Alright, anyway, is there anything on these guys? This is just a footlocker right there. Alright, go back to, nope.